There's also a great treasure room toward the north of the Sokol Keep. There you can find some magical weapons and armor. And there's these cool specters that if you try to parley with them, they just say, whoa, whoa, whoa. They don't do anything. So if you can tell them a special word, Lux, then they break out in all these wails and complaints and whatever. And they tell you that they're the originating defenders of the keep. And so then they tell you about this floorboard where you can find these gems and get some experience, which is always a good thing. There's also this big battle with all these orcs and hobgoblins. And after fighting those, you go south and you find another specter. You can either fight him or talk to him. His name is Ferran Martinez. And I like fighting him. So here we'll use our wand of magic missiles for the first time. You can tell that we're really taking advantage of magic missile here. And he goes down. 253 experience. The reason why I like fighting him instead of talking to him is when you do talk to him and you say Lux, you don't get much out of it. I guess we'll tell the truth and be a good Samaritan. All that he does is tell you that Samosud, which is the password to get past the guards. Big deal. No experience, nothing else, forget that. So as you leave Sokol Keep, you board the boat and go back to Flan. And then of course you get your reward, which is much nicer, 981 experience. Good amount of money. Which is ever so important since it costs 1,000 gold to train a character. And then we're presented with a new mission from this cool looking dude. How cool is that? He's got blue hair and a brown beard and some cool looking medallion. He looks like somebody you wouldn't want to mess with. He wants you to collect all this treasure for him and bring it back. Now that we've cleared out Sokol Keep, the boat can take us in all kinds of different directions. Here it says we're on the eastern edge of the city, and we can go to the north side, south side, take the boat, or leave. So we're going to go to the north side and go inside this building here, and you'll notice that this thief just comes running at us, and we stop him and we'll attack him. He's a level 1 thief. What a wuss. And we get 2 whole experience points for killing him. There's all kinds of traps in this building. See that scythe just came down and swiped us? There's also treasure and other things. Here we're going to search this treasure and we find a trap. Now the rogues are the only ones that can really disarm traps this way. So we try to disarm it with our thief and we're ambushed by these suckers. First level thieves again with only 4 hit points. Here's another trap. Hit our hero. Another one we avoided. Here we found some cool loot. All kinds of different random things. Here's a cool looking dude with a mohawk. Let's chase him down. Detect a trap. Avoid. Here's a door. Bash through it. Find a cabinet. Disarm the trap. Oops. That spell or trap hit our whole party. So now we gotta try to open the lock. Need a thief to do that. Pick the lock. Ooh, 666 experience. I'm sure if we had an evil cleric, he would love that number right now. So once you're done clearing that place out, head on back from where you came, get on the boat, and you'll be back in Flan. Now we can identify some of this stuff. Whoa, 7,500 gold for that. Plus 4 leather armor would be sweet for rogue. Of course, ours is a fighter / rogue, so it's not as important to us, but still good. Now here I'm going to show you that we're going to kick these guys' butts for the first time. It's the council guard. Unfortunately, when you attack them, it's almost like you get surprised They must have been on guard and ready. The reason why I'm showing you this is because this game has a, I don't know if it's a bug or they did this on purpose or what, but if you fight these guys and kill them, nobody in the town will serve you. You can't go to an inn. You can't buy weapons and armor. You'll notice that I'm casting hold person on these level 8 fighters. No matter how tough they were, see, they just go down. Again, that's just showing the power of some of these spells. It's not really fair. And here we just charmed an 8th level fighter. So after doing that, you can pretty much take them out and you get almost 7,000 experience points. Now it's not easy, that's very, very difficult, but look at all these wands and all these other things. They have rings, plate mail, two-handed swords, all kinds of cool stuff. But now, if we try to go to a weapon shop, see, they won't serve us. Same thing with the inn. You can go to the training guild, but you can't go anywhere else. So now here's where the bug is. If you go to the City Hall and you had completed a mission, they'll give you a reward and then it kind of resets that guard flag. Now the guy starts serving you again. So that's a really cool way of getting all these nice items without having the people reject you at the town. So here we got all these Ring of Protection +3, Wands, Magic Missiles, and other cool things. Now we're going to head over to that Podal Plaza, and here we're going to disguise our party as monsters so we can try to bid on this item that's so cool at this auction. So as you're just kind of walking through here trying to be cool and casual, all these monsters come up. So these goblins looked at us and they walked on. These ogres check out the party and now they want to know who we are. So I say abusive because that's how monsters would act, and so they leave you alone. Orcs, they just walk on. Here's some goblins. They laugh at us and walk on. I'd probably laugh too. Okay, so here's the auctioneer. He's holding up this magic wand. So you got these options here. We're going to listen to the comments. So it's a wand of illumination. Who cares? I can see in the dark anyway. Adding a little comedy to the game. And now we're presented with more options. So we're just going to wait for a winner. And it looks like the ogre purchased the wand. So the monsters grumble and turn away. There is this cool tavern where we can go in here. There's this muscular looking dude. And we'll put him to a challenge. And we'll take our bearded fellow, who's much tougher with 19 constitution, and have him go after him with his halberd. So it's a 4th level fighter. And we're going to be able to kick his butt. We have more hit points and lower armor class. Armor class, which is lower, is better, because what that means is it doesn't add as much to the person's Thaco or remove as much, whichever is appropriate. We just took him out. Grab his items. The creatures are ignoring us. So if we mix with the monsters, somebody insults us, we'll insult them back. Free for all. So after this battle we head back to Flan and we get our reward for finding out what it was. 156 experience, big deal. And then we get a new mission. We're summoned to the bishop's office. Bishop Braccio. Sounds like an Italian mobster if I've ever heard one. So this guy offers to join us. His name's Durton. You'll notice he had kind of a blondish curly hair. Now when we look at him, he's got blonde straight hair. He looks like Rolf kinda. This guy's not very useful. He can cast some spells like Hold Person. The AI for the spellcasters is just plain horrible.